You started it, you scaled it, now everybody wants to automate it. Welcome to the final installment of 10-Minute Tech Talks, the Entrepreneur Boot Camp. And we are completing our 3-stage journey here. We've been starting it, scaling it, time to automate it. And this is Jonathan Kirsten with the Pittsburgh Technology Council and Tech Vibe. And for part 3, Angela Domhoff of Advantage Operations takes on the 2 letters invading virtually every business conversation today. I'm talking about it, you know it, AI. Angela believes AI can be incredibly powerful, especially when it eliminates what she calls the noise. Those are like the repetitive tasks, routine processes, and work that eats up valuable human time. But there's a huge catch. If you don't truly understand the business process you're automating, AI isn't necessarily going to fix it. It might simply automate the dysfunction. In Automate It, Angela breaks down a smarter way for entrepreneurs to break down AI, operations, and workforce efficiency. Let's close out boot camp right now. We're going to talk about some AI today. Like I said, I can't have a conversation without bringing up those 2 letters.
Here we go.
And tell me, what is your insights? Because everyone's got some cool insights. And that's why I love being able to talk to as many people as I can, because I get to learn from this. Where are you seeing this convergence of AI and operationalization? I feel like these things just have to go hand in hand in this day and age.
They do.
They literally have to be like locked together.
They absolutely do, and they should. You are 100% correct.
Okay.
But they don't always. And there can be massive failures when they don't.
Oh, yeah.
And here's the thing. I always joke, I'm not technical. I'm not a tech person. I'm not a programmer. I'm not a networker. I'm not an AI person. That's not my deal. That's not my bag, which is fine because I work with them and I learn from them. And I love being part of this organization because I'm learning more every day about technology. But operationally speaking, from an AI perspective, especially we'll just pick out healthcare and manufacturing. Those are two areas I work in. To implement AI, everyone's afraid AI is going to take everything over. It's going to get rid of all the jobs. In industry, in my personal opinion, and I only speak for myself and no one else, AI can be extremely essential in eliminating the noise.
Tell me more about that. I've never heard it put that way, in eliminating noise. What is this noise that you're talking about? Tell me about this.
The widget stuff, the repetitive stuff, the everyday monotony that people have to do in their jobs. And I think the key to AI being able to successfully do that is to understand the operational model of the business that you're integrating the software into.
To really find out what that noise is and how that noise can be applied with noise effectively. Yeah.
Anyone programming an AI model or an AI software package or tech package has to look at a company's desktop procedures, at their workforce model, like what is done based on how they want to use the AI in the pieces and say, we have to look at the workforce model and say, okay, what can we do to make this easier? Health insurance is a perfect example of that. Claims processing, it's been a hot topic in AI. Customer service and claims processing, both real hot topics in AI. Enrollment is also getting into the conversation, like people's enrollment files to get them enrolled into their plan from their employer. That's a hot topic for AI point of entry as well. And I think that in order to do that, you have to be able to explain, here's the process for each one of these things. So specifically with AI, when we'll use the example of processing a claim, there's so much on the back end of a claim, so many components that you need to look at the back end from a perspective of software integration. You can look at that and say, okay, here's everything, all the components we need to successfully adjudicate a claim appropriately and accurately based on the information given on the claim. AI, it can learn that, look for it, match it, assess it, and then auto-adjudicate a claim. And when things are submitted correctly and everything makes sense, they can do that. And then things that get pended or suspended that actually need human intervention, like looking at a medical record, looking at a mismatched diagnostic, looking at things that really need human eyes, it frees you up to use your workforce in a more productive and meaningful way, as opposed to cutting them down or replacing them. That's not the point.
Yeah. I think the idea, as you start looking at how you're going to apply AI to your business, looking at the core operations and really seeing where it's going to work and then how to best align those solutions. So it's almost like taking that step back and really analyzing what you're doing, because you will probably find some new ways in your processes while you're doing that, because you're just re-looking at it again. So that's very interesting to me.
And it can be really, although technology advancements and AI and all that good stuff, it's expensive and it's costly, it can also, bringing in that initial investment, if it's brought in properly and correctly and operationalized the way it needs to be, you could eventually save yourself tons of money in your workforce, not by eliminating, but getting rid of overtime, making people more efficient, getting things, not having the world fall apart when two people want to take a vacation day. There are so many things, and manufacturing is the same thing. There's a lot of AI going in and robotics going into the manufacturing field. But again, when you put those pieces in place, you have to understand from a manufacturing standpoint, as we talked about earlier before we started recording, putting something together on an assembly line is one thing. How your business operates is another.
Exactly, because how your business operate is an umbrella where
Correct.
underneath there is how if your assembly line is optimized, that's fantastic. But other aspects could be very easily out of whack.
Your product and your output be amazing, but you could still be losing money because you're operationally not doing things the way you need to be. Yeah. So there's a lot of different ways to look at it, but I think throwing an AI program into a business or into a business process without it integrating into how the process does and should operate could be very disastrous and difficult depending on the industry.
Without a doubt. So with all the stuff that you're doing, starting up your own company at this point, like taking on new clients and so forth, you still have time to give back. And you're doing that through our launch program here at the Tech Council. And if you don't know about launch, it's a program where it's a STEM program where we bring in high school kids and kind of teach them some of the tech skills, and we put them in front of tech leaders to really teach them about what it's like to be in the tech industry and just to get that mindset. And you're coming in order to kind of teach some of these students around soft skills and tech, which I think is so important because in this day and age, with so many kids just immersed in tech, they're forgetting that they're a human being. And there are other human beings out there, and that you can know all the tech in the world, have all the skills in the world, but if you cannot properly relate to other people in the office, that in the world, you're not going to go that far. So first, thank you for taking the time to do that for us, because I think that's an amazing thing to do. What are you going to be teaching these students this summer?
So the course I'm teaching is the human skills course, which is something that's not. It's like the human skills. I forget what I called it, but it's a human skills course. It's things you're not going to learn on your phone.
There you go.
So basically it's,
love that.
Compassion, listening, collaboration, empathy, things like those types of qualities that we inherently have as humans and we can develop. And I think for young people, and the nice thing about the STEM program is these kids want to be here.
Yes.
They've applied for this program.
They've applied. They had to be accepted.
Excited.
Yes.
They want to be here. And I think what's really great about that is I can give them an edge and say, look, here's what all the great stuff you learn in school and all the great stuff when as tech as advanced as you are, you've been using an iPad since you were 2, that's all great. But here are the things that are going to take you far in business. Here are the things that are going to help you succeed, because you can know everything about technology and have the most brainiac brain in the world. If you can't look someone in the eye when you're talking to them, or you can't empathize with them when they're having a bad day, or you can't shake someone's hand, or have a meaningful, even just a meaningful 5-sentence exchange with another human being.
And that completes the 10-Minute Tech Talks Entrepreneur Bootcamp. Lesson number 3, don't automate something you do not understand. Map the process, find the repetitive work, identify where human judgment adds value, then bring technology into the equation. Across these 3 episodes, Angela Domhoff gave us a pretty useful entrepreneurial roadmap. First, you got to start it. Turn your knowledge into something that's very valuable. Then you got to scale it, build systems strong enough to handle success. Then you got to automate it, which is using technology to eliminate the noise without eliminating the thinking. 3 lessons, 3 episodes, 1 entrepreneur bootcamp, class dismissed. Now go build something, for crying out loud. This has been Jonathan Kirsting with the Pittsburgh Tech Council and Tech Vibe. Cannot wait to see you on the next one.